Facebook. I'm literally telling you right now, this is a public service announcement. Don't bring your tail on this video and listen to anything I have to say if you are sensitive. And I mean that from the core of every part of my being, because there's something in the atmosphere, and I'm not even going to necessarily say I'll say it this way. I'm attracting a lot of weak people, and I don't have time for it. So by the time I get through, I want all of you weak mofos to don't just unfriend me. I want you to unfollow me. I want you to block me, because I'm getting ready to tell y'all some things, because evidently y'all thought entrepreneurship was for punks. And when listen, I'm feeling some kind of way. I'm a human being, and I never give you all this presentation of me that, oh my God, it's just love, light, positivity, and I'm making, powerful entrepreneurs, and I'm just always happy. Now, some of y'all get on every last nerve that I have, and I am in major rant mode. Hey, Gloria. Hey, Camille. Hey, Terry. Hey, Miss Michelle. I always just say Mo Jones because I see that on there. But anyway, listen to me. When I'm getting ready to say this is not going to be clean, I'm in like major rant mode, like potty mouth the whole nine. So some of y'all new to me, and I'm going to need you to not watch this, and I need you to put the pieces together. Hey, Chelsea, I hope that I'm saying that right. But I want you all to understand that everything I'm getting ready to say, it literally is about empowering you. It literally is about you being a better version of yourself, which means I'm about to step on some toes, because all of this weakness that has come my way, I got to make sure that I get rid of it. This is why you're just friend requested. You know what this is about. I'm not dropping any name bombs, but I really want to make sure that I break this down, because some of you guys are so fucking loyal to jobs. Your mama could die, your daddy could die, your kid could be sick, you could be going there with a snuffy nose. They just can't say my PTO is denied. I don't have any more vacation days. This job doesn't give a fuck about me, but you still go. And you gotta forgive. You guys gonna have to deal with me, because I got a problem with all of you ladies that as soon as the shit hits the fan, the first thing you're willing to give up on is your dream. And then when a coach like me tells you that I see that weakness or lowness in your spirit, the first thing you want to say is that I'm braggadocious, or that I don't understand, or that I'm not listening. No, you're not listening to your damn self. And so every person that follows me, if you're going to follow me, you better be fucking on fire for what you're doing. Because a month ago, 6 months a year ago, 5 years ago, you were sitting somewhere talking to your girlfriend, talking about fuck corporate America. I'm going to start my own vision. Oh, I know I'm made to change the world. I should get paid top dollar for doing this shit. You was bragging, right? And as soon as you made up your mind and said that that's what you were going to do, oh, the windows of heaven open, and you got a sign. You ran into a powerful coach. You saw a training. Everywhere you turned your head, you kept seeing that, oh, this is what I must do. And you declared and you decreed that you're supposed to do. And as soon as the shit hits the fan, you guys run. And I'm sick of it, because you could be bleeding, broke, dead, damn near crippled with your laptop in the hospital bed, still trying to get the reports done. You could be dirt dog tired. You sitting there going back and forth taking antidepressant medication, but you will still find a way out of nowhere to get that money. Because for real soldiers, they don't abuse FMLA and stuff like that and get off. Plus they don't want it, because they're not hoping that their job will be there, because financially it'll put them in a rough place. And so let me explain to you where this energy came from, because I want to make sure that you feel it and you feel it well. All of you sensitive ass people who keep putting your half-ass business out here on social media and then getting mad when people respond, fucking stop it. If you put a post out there that says that the blonde hair, blue-eyed people of the world are gods, then don't get mad if I call you a racist. If I put something out there, the reverse of that, don't say that I hate people. Don't get mad at people for commenting on your post. You either agree or you disagree, because you put it out there on social media. There was a time when discretion was what we really operated in. So let me rewind, because just in case this help erase this shit, I'm gonna erase the names, but I wanted to post this shit. So I'm in a group, right? I want y'all to really understand where this came from. Now, I see the comments. I'm going to come to the comments in a second, but I'm fired. I'm mad, y'all. And I'm not really mad at the person's response. I'm mad because I can't fucking stand to see a woman quit. But listen to this question. I'm curious if anyone has ever taken a step back from their business just to breathe because the rest of life has become too much. So you got these people on here saying, yeah, I did that, doing that right now. Some people were like, I've had to minimize some things and just manage my current clientele, but I want to keep life in my business. You know, some people were like, oh my God, I can't do that because if I did, I would lose my sanity. But to me, the post had an overwhelming amount of people who, number one, here's my first real objection. I'm the kind of person, since I'm a coach, I would be like, well, what's the problem? But I also noticed that the person said, thank you guys for answering. I pretty much know what it is that I'm going to do right now. Coach August comes in because it's in my veins. I'm always coaching. And this was my response. And listen carefully to the key phrases and the key words, because this woman's response, it fucked me up. And I'm used to seeing it, but I was like, I want to blame her. I'm like, did you read it? You are so emotionally distraught right now. I know you didn't read out the words. So I said, no, I haven't. And honestly, in my opinion, and then in parentheses, I said, excuse my convictions are strong. I said, but when a business is up and thriving, that is the most difficult thing to do. I couldn't imagine it being an option. When people say that, they are stepping away from building a business, which isn't the same thing, or stepping away from a business that you didn't authentically build, so you feel disconnected. When you are trying to get aligned, figure out your niche, get consistent clients, or you may have to do this in order to regroup. So I didn't say a total flat out no, but I said, but these are the reasons why, because there's no instability. You're not really walking away from your business. You're walking away from the efforts to build it. But anyway, back to my comments. I said, but when you are aligned and dealing with shit, you realize that you either have to grow or something has to go. And I said, I don't know the variables in your life / story. This is purely from my perspective. So that was an opportunity to say, damn, that was kind of deep. Or why did she say that? Here's her response. That is an extremely strong opinion for knowing practically nothing of the circumstances. You guys, I'm a coach, which means I hear all the shit that you did not say. Let me repeat that again. That is an extremely strong opinion for knowing practically nothing of the circumstances. So peep game on my response. The energy from your response suggests that my opinion bothers you, which suggests that you were already looking for an answer that validates a stance that you already decided to take. Number one, I already said I don't know anything and that it was a strong conviction. You asked a vague question, so you got a general answer. If you want solid advice, you must give more detail. I am a coach, and this opinion, coupled with support, has caused many of my clients to hold on and hold out and make it past the 3 feet from goal. So the real issue isn't what I said. It is what part hit a nerve and what realities do you have to face? Because if this dialogue had any other purpose, you would have said, okay, but what if? And gave me more pertinent info, but you didn't want to because your current dilemma, it pains you, and it's too personal to share with complete strangers. So in other words, I get it, boo-boo. So if I'm wrong, I'm willing to say I'm wrong, but give me something to go by to make it crystal clear. And so then what I decided to do was tag her in a post that some of you all may have seen. And in that post, this woman reached out to me. She had lost multiple family members after barely getting over the loss of a family member several months ago. Some family member was in surgery. One was in ICU. Literally multiple people dropping like flies within 1 week's time frame. In addition to that, she's taking care of 2 elderly parents, a mother and a mother-in-law. She works a job 60 to 70 hours a week. She works and does a lot of stuff overseas. So she up when we sleep and is still trying to be up when we up in order to build our business online. So this woman is a fucking beast. But when she got through saying that she was dealing with all of this stress, she still managed to sign a contract. And then she also was working on another contract that would bring her a little bit over $500 a month. And she said that, and I thank you, August, for getting me through my moment, because I was ready to throw in the towel last week, even though I didn't actually say that to you. I almost gave in to my frustration. Thank you for holding me up. So in other words, me putting that up there was to let her know that I'm just not a coach that's just talking shit. I'm not telling you to stay in the game because I'm telling you that it's just a mindset thing. Because a lot of people tell you to have a firm mindset, but they don't have a mindset. But this woman right here, she can't quit on her dreams. And you know why she can't quit on her dreams? Because she fucking makes money in her business. I can't take a break from my business. And I know something. Hey, Jennifer, I know some of y'all don't like to hear this. But when a motherfucker tells you they're taking a break from their business, there is no business. Because if you really are truly attached to what it is that you do, the minute that you stop, you let go of everything. If you let go of everything, then that's completely different. That's a person who's selling another business to start something new. But a lot of y'all like, oh my God, I'm a coach, I'm a healer, I'm supposed to help all of these people. And then all of a sudden you're not getting any clients and people are coming to you and they love you and they tell you you're inspiring, but they never click the link and they never buy shit. If you don't have any money in your business, it's like having no blood in the body. You don't fucking have one. Please understand that quitting breaks are for broke people. When you have an up and thriving business and people are relying on you to be in position, your God called position that you said is the reason why you exist, breaks are for broke motherfuckers. Breaks are for bitches. I'm literally, whatever the hell is going on, all of you weak people, I need you to unfollow me. I am not going to soften my message for you. I am not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm not going to apologize for wanting to see you step in your greatness, because I'm also not going to apologize for fucking being there with you. I'm always there with my clients. I'm always standing there with them. I'm crying and I'm shedding tears and telling them my most vulnerable parts of my story. Do you think I'm telling you to hold on because I don't have shit better to do? You didn't quit for that job. You didn't. You missed your kids' games. You missed their functions. You miss going on field trips with them. You miss being there for mommy and daughter and daddy days. You miss being at special occasions with your family members because somebody told your ass you didn't earn enough vacation time. Somebody told your ass you used too much PTO. You've been sicking in your dying bed, and people have told you that if you don't figure out how to get here, they can't guarantee that your job will be there when you come back. But here it is with your dream, when you got a little bit of shit coming up against you, you decide to quit. Those kind of women are not meant to follow me. Yes, I've told you all multiple times, I resonate with a more masculine spirit. That's why I listen to people like Eric Thomas and Gary Vaynerchuk and Grant Cardone, because they ain't talking about no bitch shit. They talking about getting it by any means necessary. You have the ability to accept and deal with more pressure than you give yourself for. Give yourself the ability to do, but you also got to make sure that you got a circle with you that is going to hold you up. But that's not the worst part of this conversation, because see, they say pride comes before a fall, and I feel very sorry for this woman, because now let me go back. Her initial response was, that's an extremely strong opinion, knowing practically nothing of the circumstances. If that ain't the most sarcastic, persnickety, what the fuck you saying something on my post response I've ever seen, I don't know what the fuck is. But now, after I done thrashed your ass, now that I done called you out on your shit, now that you done had a chance to cry, now that you've had a chance to have a revelation and really look at it, instead of you saying, you're right, her response is, I was agreeing with your statement, girl, bye. Bye, Felicia, with your fake ass. You wasn't agreeing with shit. I was agreeing with your statement of it being such a strong statement. Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, you was agreeing that it was strong. You just about the word too strong. You said, but take it as you will. I'm not looking for a coach to unload wisdom on me. Motherfucker, you was looking for anybody to unload wisdom on you. You wasn't looking for sound advice. That's why you put this bullshit ass comment up and let anybody and their mama tell you what the fuck they was thinking, because you didn't have the balls to stand up in your authenticity and say, this is how I feel and this is what I'm gonna do. Because if August quits, she gonna quit. If she stands, she gonna stand. And I don't need any of you all to tell me whether or not it's the right or wrong decision. Part of being a boss is being able to make executive decisions at a snap, and some of y'all ain't qualified. Do you think that entrepreneurship is about building a business and making some money? No, it's about building you, boo-boo. It's about building up your authenticity. It's about building you up as a woman. And if you don't want that shit, you keep a job. You literally keep a job because this is not the place you come from. So she said she wasn't looking for wisdom. So why you seek wisdom? Then she says, I asked a vague question based off of looking at random answers. At the same time, a good chunk of women in here do know the portion of my story and this year's story. I honestly don't wish to give the details to anyone I don't know. Heifer, I said I understand that you may not want to give the information to a complete stranger. I know you're not reading. You like you say, you're supposed to listen to respond, not listen. I mean, you're supposed to listen to hear, not listen to respond. You're supposed to do the same thing with reading. You're supposed to turn your mind on to actually listen and absorb before you respond, but she obviously didn't. And then she said, you and the way in which you just came at me, I don't vibe with. You took one basic statement of agreement assumption from a lot of sentences, have a good day. And it's so funny that you had so much more to say to other people. But here's my thing, like I told her, if that's what you got from that, great. But in the meantime, in between time, know the feelings are mutual. You ain't my client. You ain't in my group. I'm in somebody else's group. You put out the motherfucking bird whistle, the bird look bat sign, and I came in and responded. You have to want real answers. So let me make it plain to you. See, a lot of y'all gonna keep on running in circles, and this is the reason why you're gonna break because you're broke. I had a woman come to me a minute ago and she was like, oh my God, I'm about to, be evicted. My light's about to get cut off. I don't have any money, but I have my business for 20 years. How you have your business for 20 years and your name ain't known across the fucking globe? That's a whole nother other story, but you can't make it. So she in a Facebook group just like this. And she put a post up. People are like, oh my God, that industry is so fickle. My business doesn't do that good. I have to take a break and I have to come back. And she's like, I just feel like quitting. I said, Boo, get on the phone with me. We had a conversation about what she had going on, and I asked pertinent details. This was not woo-woo. It's like, well, how long have you been in business? How many clients do you have? Have you reached out to people? Have you done this? And when she got through, I said, yeah, you can get help. You can get help, but when you get the help, you're going to have to pay me. And she's like, oh, my God, I ain't really got no money. I said, well, at the end of the day, you might as well be humble. You're going to get evicted any damn way and have to move with your mama. So why don't you take the little bit of money that you got and pay me to resuscitate your business? I ain't being money hungry. I'm sitting here telling you that I heard your problem and I can help you. And you all need to know that in less than 30 days, her entire business changed around. It turned around. By the middle of the month, she needed 30 more clients in order to do what she did. You want to know? And she was like, oh my God, me needing 30 more clients and it's already the middle of the month. But you want to know what? She came in that group and she flexed because instead of getting 30, she got 34. She exceeded her expectations. She exceeded her goal. And when her lights got cut off, she said, you know what? My lights may be off, but I got peace in my spirit that I know that this is where I'm supposed to be. You all have mismanaged your money. You have mismanaged your time. You have pimped out your gift. You've given the shit away for free. You have done so much stuff that is dishonorable to your business. And you need help, and you are in your business is an ICU. But the only way you're going to get up out of there is to get the answers that you don't have. And half of y'all stubborn asses have been in business for years. And if you still stuck and you're not paying to get the help that you need, then you saying that you don't give a fuck about your business. So do not, literally do not follow me if you're not in it for the fight. Do not follow me if you're not in it for the passion. Do not follow me if you're in it for breaks, because there is no breaking in this business. There is no breaking for entrepreneurship. You want a break from passion? See, a lot of people take entrepreneurship because you see the big old signs. Oh my God, they're charging 20K or 100K just to do something for 1 year. I can do it better than they do. I can charge that much. Baby, please, you don't know their story. You don't know where they came from. You don't know what they've been through. I just had a woman saying this was back in 2018, they paid me $1,000 a month to coach her. She said, I'm going to air my dirty laundry on the podcast. But you want to know what? 3 weeks into our coaching relationship, she made $1,000 while she was on vacation. She made the money back that she needed to pay me for the next month. And then towards the end of our season, she doubled her income every month. And now her income goal that she previously had when we were working together, she exceeds that consistently. And she still gives credit to the fact that it is because she is following the design of the things that I taught her. So for this helper that thought that I was being a braggadocious coach, I'm not being braggadocious, but you should actually want somebody to actually give you some proof. You should actually want to see some social proof. Y'all don't be wanting social proof. You just be wanting some pretty ass pictures. Oh, my eyebrows ain't on fleek enough. You trying to examine my motherfucking wig to see whether or not it's a good enough lace front. You trying to see whether or not my wardrobe gonna change. How many times she gonna wear the raw and real relentless t-shirt? She ain't sitting there where her Fendi at, where her Gucci at. She not looking the way I need her to look. And so you look at these people and they got these airbrushed pictures and they got these studio videos that they can afford to produce right now. And you ain't even at the level to afford the information that they are going to dispense at your ass. And so I'm going to need y'all to grow up. I'm going to need your faith muscle to mature. And I'm going to need you to stop looking for good, rich, quick schemes and fixes for a business that you said was your destiny and is the thing that you were supposed to do. Real talk. So if you're sensitive, if you too super saved, if you don't like to hear it like it is, unfollow me, block me, go on about your business. But unless you talking boss talk, you cannot be connected to August Crenshaw. Because if you take a break, that means that a whole bunch of other people are going to break and fold on you. Thank you guys for all of the love on you not showing up. Jennifer's on here. If Jennifer stops showing up, people not going to get no solid loans, y'all. I ain't talked to Jennifer in a minute, but I know this woman's passion. I know what she does. That's when you establish real connections. I've never worked with Jennifer. She was in a free group that I had way back in 2017. But when I tell you I know this woman and I know her heart and how self-conscious she was about certain things, but she was like, I got to get out there because I need people to get in the right kind of home loans. Jennifer can't stop. Because if she does, then somebody gonna get scammed by somebody that's gonna nigga rig along and then she gonna make it no doggone way. Come on now. Come on now. Whoo. Let me read these comments. Y'all, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Y'all see what's going on with the economy? Do you not? You all are finna be broke for real, for real. Driving for Uber right now is becoming the prime substitute for people, and you don't want no parts of that shit. I tell you all about driving for Uber. You do what you got to do while you do what you do, but they don't even pay as good as they used to. Here it is. Everything costs. You want to drive for Uber and you're gonna run through tires in less than 90 days. You're gonna need oil changes in less than 25. Yo, not just your brakes, baby, but your calipers, your rotors, and all of that shit. You're gonna be changing shit. You're gonna mess up your exhaust, your Cadillac converter, all of that stuff. You're going to have all these good months and making all of this money only for a few months for your car to break down and come crashing on you. And you got to figure out how to regroup. And then they'll put you in a bullshit loan. I ain't do all of that. In order for you to be able to still drive, you got to drive more days than you was already driving just to pay the damn car note. Everything costs. So if something's going to cost you, let it be your dream. Let it be the fruition of your dream coming to reality, be what it's going to cost you. But don't come up over here if you know punks. So what do we got here? Yes, hit the dogs though. Real talk. I know women who've done that, literally died trying to keep a job. Yes, what? She started preaching. Yes, I did. Say the word. Right. That's what I'm talking about. You have no idea. Camille, they have no idea. When I tell my whole story, it's gonna make some people say, huh? Oh no, I might not have been homeless sleeping in the alley with my kids, but hold up. Whoo, come on, don't play. You said they got professional video budgets. Meanwhile, you ain't got no money and trying to keep up. Yes, ma'am. Yes, take a break. Hundreds of people will miss out on what you have for them. And then you have to come back and rebuild your loyalty. And guess what? The person that's hungry is the way that stays at the top. That's why, what's his name? Is it Damon John? Who is it? No, that wasn't him. Who is it that wrote the book that basically said that, you need to work like you broke? Not about having a scarcity mentality, but the person that doesn't stay hungry always loses the position. So imagine you finally got a little bit of traction. You think that God gonna let these people not get what they need because you ain't doing no energy healing right now? No, they gonna slide up into somebody else and get the healing. And you gonna come back and want to seize them in a climb, but they didn't already receive results from somewhere else. They might have wanted it from you, but more than anything, they just wanted to heal. So if you don't get them now, you ain't gonna get them later. See, a lot of y'all don't have that hustle in y'all. I remember I used to be like, oh, this is the one weekend I'm going to take off from braiding hair. When I used to do hair, I had somebody be like, oh, my God, August, you come highly recommended by Laura or Michelle. And I seen them, girl. Matter of fact, I seen 2 people in the mall. And I already knew it was you that did they hair. You know what I'm saying? So when can you do mine? What you trying to get? 2 strand twist? What size? Yeah. Okay, you're going to get you 2.5 bags of hair because you already made your head a little bit big. Okay, that's going to be $225. When you trying to get it done? Can I get it done today? It's 9 o'clock in the morning, girl. I don't even live that far away from you. I could be there in 15 minutes. You know what? Shit, fuck it. Come on. And you want to know why I did it? Because I just need to touch her head one time. See, after I touched her head one time and gave her the experience, I knew that the next time she would honor the time that I wanted off. I would be able to say, okay, girl, when you want to try to set an appointment. But if I didn't do it, if she called me with that level of urgency, I needed to give her the magic touch of my fingers at that moment. And that's how I seized a lot of business. My clients didn't overstep my boundaries. They allowed me to have my breaks, but let it be your first time calling me and think that I wouldn't be there to serve you. Think I wouldn't be there to lay it on thick to make sure that you understand what I'm capable of. Because it wasn't just about the braids looking good. It was about the overall experience, about getting your hair done by me, the vibe and the atmosphere. See, I'm very well aware of what I bring to the table. Maybe you quitting because you don't know what you bring to the table. Maybe you quitting because you don't know how beautiful you are. Maybe you quitting because you think that the only thing that you doing is doing their hair or putting some jewelry on it, but you uplifting their self-esteem. You don't realize that it is the August experience. Whatever your name, it is the Elaine experience. And since you're not equating the work that you do as an experience, you can only equate it to the same thing you do at a job. I'm a secretary that works 8 hours, who gets X amount of dollars per hour. But when you are in the areas of entrepreneurship, you're a specialist. You're not a general physician. If somebody got a problem with their foot, they go see a podiatrist. They go to a specialist. That's what you are when you're an entrepreneur. People can get motivation from anywhere, but there's something special about getting that motivation from you. And so if you know that, and you know that you're built to serve, you can't take breaks. Not them kind of breaks. And I'm sure all of you that's been watching, you get what I'm talking about. Thank you, Elaine. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about no self-care. Don't do that shit to me. Y'all know how I feel about rest and rejuvenation. I'm talking about you leaving. And my classic example that I'm going to stick with from now to the end of time. Yes, your business is an experience to me. When all of these fast food restaurants realized in order to stay ahead of the game, while they could not be a luxury restaurant experience, they needed to stop looking like a fast food joint. And all of y'all favorite places that y'all eat at, they did not close their doors when they when they rebranded. They just cut off certain sections. You know, your accessibility may have been different, but they prices, they all that shit, they were still open and they still served. But the core of this entire message is the fact that, listen to me. You guys stop seeking wisdom from any and every damn place. And then you stop getting offended when real wisdom comes to you. That woman, she just don't know. She just shut off something amazing. Because I'm the kind of woman that would have said, I don't even know you, but hop on the phone with me. There are too many women that are in my tribe that follow me that have never worked with me and never will. As long as you don't come to me with no freebie seeking bullshit, get on the phone with me. Because I believe in what I do so much, and I thank God that I built my business in such a manner that now it's the only thing that I have to do. It's all I do all day. So every once in a while, when I see someone put out the bat symbol, see, when I respond, there's no reason for me to give you no wisdom anyway, because whatever I was going to give you, you too weak to follow through. You're too weak to follow through. So I gave you social credibility, and that's me being braggadocious? No, that's social proof. Social proof. And to be honest with you, which I mean, the woman don't have to kick her out. But if I was the person that was sitting there reading that, I was like, oh, so you're not looking for the coach. So what the fuck you doing in my group anyway? I'd be like, oh, okay, I need to delete your ass because you're not looking for a coach to load wisdom. You just trying to be in a trial to see how you can nigga rig your business and get you some shit from here, there, and there. Oh, okay. You in the wrong place. I'm sorry, you're not a fit for my tribe. Bam. And see, and the funny thing about it is this right here. This is one of my clients' group. That's how fucking supportive I am. I'm in your group, making sure I'm liking and touching your post so that you could be able to get more moves up the algorithm. So now as a coach, I'm going to be analyzing the mindset, because I looked at all the people that were like, oh my God, yes. I'm like, if you got all these motherfuckers in here that's talking about it's okay to quit, you sitting in here making offers to people that ain't going to never pay you. You built a tribe full of freebie seekers. You might just have to blow this bitch up and start over from scratch. It's a scary ass thing to do, but I've had to be the one to do it. I'm like, oh my God, I just built a group where people think they're supposed to get shit from me for free. I couldn't even be mad at the people. I'm like, August, you're not speaking authentically enough. You're not talking like this. The average person, they won't even fuck with me. You know why? They say, August, I'll get my money right. I don't even want to disrespect you, boo. I want to pay you what I owe you. That's how you want people to feel. But I still have to make sure, I kind of slow down and make sure you all know that there's love, that there's compassion. And there are sometimes when, I literally may need to, it's not about the money. And you want to know what happens to 50% of the people that I give help to? They become clients anyway. They come back and they say, you know what, you gave me that tip. I went to a networking event and I had 3 people ask me, could they be my client? Now only 1 person paid, but I had 3 people come to me. It took one woman 6 months later, but she became a client for 6 months. But one thing is for sure, if they don't become clients, they become a great referral source. Because love and passion for what I do would say, stand up and help somebody. Stand up and be there for somebody, even when it's not about the money. But I ain't finna give myself no damn headache to help somebody that's resistant to the truth. And that's what's wrong with a lot of you all. Part of the reason why you want to take a break from your business, because you working so damn hard and you're not in your lane. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're trying to save people that don't want to be saved. I don't want any woman to quit. But if you ain't meant to be an entrepreneur, I want you to quit. Does that make sense to you all? This woman is not fit to be an entrepreneur, at least in her current mindset. Now, maybe she's going through a moment and she could, fix it and come up out of it. But as it stands right now, she's got to fix that. She's got to fix how she's thinking, because she just took sound wisdom and threw it in the trash can. How many of you have done that, taken sound wisdom and thrown it in a trash can? So I'm going to go ahead. Don't say, look, y'all don't say nothing to trigger me. Yes, yes, yes. We soar together. Yes, Camille. I have a tribe where everybody's soaring. That's hard, y'all. There's so many variables in the human element to help coach people in various fields and for everyone to thrive. Do you know how much energy and insight that takes? Do you know how much attention to detail that takes? Do you know how much that relies on not being a cookie cutter strategist, but actually being a person who's saying, oh, no, your business brick and mortar, you were, oh, no, I'm not saying that you're not supposed to promote on social media, but we need a fast influx of business. I'm gonna need you to go to this place, that place, and you need to do this. You need to get your name out there. Ask my clients. Other people I've been like, for real? This is your problem? So why you ain't looking for speaking gigs? Why are you doing this? You're trying to tiptoe yourself to the money. Oh, you, on the other hand, okay, I'm gonna need you to, you're gonna have to promote this. I don't tell everybody to do the same thing. I don't. And so whenever you got a sister that's coming to you and they say something, hey, Anitra, when someone says something to you about, I'm thinking about quitting on my dream, I need you to unfriend me and follow me if you're the kind of person that says, I understand, before you done had about 3, 4, 5 hours of conversation to figure out why the fuck why. When somebody tells me that they're ready to quit or they're ready to take a break, I'll be like, what's going on? Oh my God, I'm in the middle of a divorce and I don't have anywhere to live. And blah, blah, blah. Really? Okay, been there, did that, done it too. I already had to start over from scratch. But because he thought we was going to fight, I had to sleep on my girlfriend's living room love seat. It took me 30 days to find another place. Luckily, my other child, her father got her for the summer. So my baby, because I had a 10-year-old and a 6-week-old, luckily the baby can't remember what happened. And the other one was so young that by the time she came back, I found a place. I know. I totally fucking get it. I do. But see, maybe some of y'all ain't in your lane. Okay, I said I was gonna quit. I can't. I'm just like on fucking fire. Some of y'all, maybe the reason why y'all telling people to quit is because you ain't being honest. You're not being real. You're not saying, I'm not qualified to give you advice. If you're a quitter, you can't give somebody advice that wants to quit. When somebody wants to quit, you have to say, well, you know what? I'm a quitter. Why don't you talk to someone who held on? Because when you start talking to somebody like me that held on, then I'm going to be able to start brainstorming, which I'll be like, hold up, wait a minute. Okay, so this may not work for you, but this is what I did. You think you could do this? Okay, well, if you can't do this, then you can do that. And I had a client like that, y'all. Her whole shit hit the fan. She had a job paying her enough money to pay me, but she just knew that her calling was so damn important that she needed to leave corporate America. And I was honest with her. She wanted to be this person that helped people in the church. She wanted to help people that were dealing with issues in the church. And I said, let me tell you something, boo-boo. You could build this business and I can see this business is golden. This is the kind of products and stuff I can see you creating. But let's look at the things you're going to come up against. You want to counsel women who are dealing with issues with the church. And what is the natural inclination in their spirit? To first pray and cry on their own. Maybe fast, to secondly go to a mother or a pastor in a church. It is not a natural reaction for someone to say, for the very thing that I thought the kingdom was supposed to give me for free, that I should go pay for counseling. So you have to look at the natural progression of your business. I'm not saying what's impossible, but you're going to have to market hard. You have to put yourself out there. And she's like, yeah, I think God, I can see that God told me to leave my job. I was like, for real? Did God tell you to do that? I can't stand y'all hearing from God-ass Christians. Y'all don't be hearing shit. Because it wasn't even barely 3 months later before she's like, I ain't got no food in my refrigerator. And it wasn't that I didn't care. She's like, I'm not going to have no place to live. I was like, you got a son that's in the same city with you, right? Yeah, but he live in a studio apartment. And it's me and my daughter. I said, and sleep on his floor. Well, you just don't understand. He got the only closet that's available. I said, you tripping off a motherfucking closet? I said, leave your clothes in trash bags, but at least you got a roof over your head. It's your son. Does he love you? You just don't understand what I'm going through, August, and the apartment's so small. Well, then keep the fucking clothes in your car. Keep the clothes in your car, go in his house, wash your ass, and get another trash bag, put the dirty clothes in there. But at least you can let go of all of this shit that you know you can't afford. And don't forget, you the one who said you were supposed to leave the job. Because the God I know, Jehovah Jireh, wouldn't tell you to leave a job and then not have you with the provisions that you need. He might be at a midnight hour, God, but he will still be right on time. He will be right on time. You know how I know? Because I remember the second month I almost couldn't pay my rent. I finally had a client that was willing to pay me in full. I was only charging $600 a month for 3 months, and she needed to send me a payment, but because she was going through something with buying a house instead of paying online, she had to mail me a check, and the motherfucking check came the same day. It literally, I thank God I was doing with Bank of America, because Bank of America would give you the payment credit first and then do the debits, so I didn't get an overdraft fee. I know what it looks like to be like, thank you, Jesus, I just got this shit paid in the blinking of a fucking eye. But she's sitting there telling me, you don't understand what I'm going through. You don't even care. You're not even being sensitive. When I was telling your ass not to do it, if you were supposed to do this and this is your cross to carry, then carry a cross and smile with it. In all things, rejoice. Rejoice again, I say rejoice. See, now you don't want to be Christian now, huh? You don't want to be Christian now when you start reading the scriptures when he's saying all things give thanks. Huh? You don't want to be a Christian now where it sit there and say that you're supposed to go to God with a spirit of thanksgiving, that you ain't supposed to be anxious for nothing. You can't quote them scriptures now, baby. Oh, so you thought because I cuss that I don't know God. You thought I didn't know his word. You didn't know what, oh, wait a minute, you're supposed to be helping the people in the church? What happened to Ephesians 6, baby, after you know you're not warring against, flesh and blood, you warring against, spiritual wickedness in high places. You're supposed to stand and then stand therefore, and then you're supposed to guard yourself with the helmet of truth and the sword. What happened to that? What happened to all of that? Do you need to go back and read Ephesians 6 because you're going through a fucking war right now? What did you put on yourself? But God is so merciful, like with Samson. You could be going through a war and you can still have that breakthrough prayer and say, God, please bless me to live my life's purpose and get it done. Oh, y'all don't even understand half of y'all listen to me. I don't even know why y'all listening to me because I don't even understand why you're here. You don't even realize what's in front of you right now. I serve this fervently because I'm in my lane. I serve this fervently because I know it's what I'm supposed to be doing. This is breakthrough level video. There is somebody that is going to be able to make it through another day. I'm not sitting there saying, oh, I'm not going to go on live and do that. I'm just giving too much value. I'm going to need somebody to pay me some money first. Now, who? I was asking her, well, you those that wait on the Lord, so renew their strength, mount up on wings. What them classic scriptures? Don't all the churches say them scriptures? Where you at? Where you at? There's too much to lose. The women that follow me are older. We see the regression of society. We see what's happening with our kids. I ain't judging nobody if you're homosexual, heterosexual, or whatever, but I don't want you showing sex to my kids. We see the temperament and the environment changing between the races going on an all-time high. We see the disparities between so many different things. Don't nobody want to stay on point? Don't nobody want to stay focused? You don't want to continue to be an agent of change? I may not be out there holding a sign and saying Black Lives Matter or doing a rainbow bracelet. But what I am doing is empowering people to live in a place of peace in order to empower other people to live in a place of peace, because peaceful people produce productivity and positivity. And if it's one thing I think we lacking right now in the United States in particular, is that. So you're going to tell me again that you're going to quit? Mrs. Life Coach, Mrs. Women's Mentor, Mrs. I'm here to change the world, Mrs. I know that Western medication is causing more harm than healing, that you're supposed to be out here saving the babies from vaccines and immunizations. So what? What? Stop entertaining quitting. Stop entertaining breaks. Entertain strategy. Entertain support. It's the last thing I'll leave you with. When there was a war and the Israelites needed to win, there was one war in particular that in order for them to win, Moses had to hold the staff up in the air. And the entire time he was holding the staff, the Israelites were winning the war. And all of a sudden, as his arms got weak and they began to go down, they started losing. And I may have my two people wrong, but I believe it was Joshua and Caleb who went and held his arms up. But he couldn't yield to the purpose because lives were literally at stake. Surround your people who will see the divinity in you so strong that they will not only tell you not to quit, but they will help hold you up. That's the difference. That's the difference. And y'all stop telling people, ask questions. Ask questions. No, you can't quit. You won't quit. It's not an option. But what you will do is you'll be humble. You'll be humble. Y'all, I gave back Jeeps. I gave back trucks. I went from oversized 2-bedroom double sink apartments to a 1-bedroom apartment because I had to be humble. I couldn't blame it on my mom and my daddy for not teaching me about finances. I couldn't blame it on the people that tricked me out of my money for my business. I had to own my shit. And I said, I'll be humble and I'll eat peanut butter and jelly every day. I'll eat rice with sugar every day. And it'll be a luxury if I could get some apples to put on and put the peanut butter on there every day, if that's what I got to do. Feeling guilty as hell because what happened to the mama that used to make zucchini and broccoli and, make fish and bake chicken and all of this shit, that got 2 little bitty kids living with her, that even though they don't know what the hell is going on, that I feel good because I'm not feeling like I'm nourishing them enough. And I remember sometimes thanking God that I was breastfeeding my son because at least naturally from my body, he would get everything he fucking needed one way or another. I know what it feels like to be low. I know what it feels like to want to quit. I absolutely do. But in my humility of owning my shit, God was able to grant me creativity to understand how to bring myself out of it. Y'all don't want a war. Y'all don't want a war. The Israelites were in captivity because of the poor decisions that they made, not because God was evil and he put them there. No good thing would he withhold from them. He said, I know the plans that I have for you, and they are thoughts of good, not evil, to get you to an expected end, which is your purpose. God don't move like that. So if God didn't do it, who did it? They did it. And even after all they did, he still came and rescued them. And then he led them right directly to the route to get to the land of milk and honey, but they didn't want to fight. You're not entitled to anything. You don't deserve anything that you're not willing to war for, not when it was all laid out here for you. Did y'all hear Tyler Perry? He said, I would go ahead and build the table for God to prepare the feast before my enemies. Y'all don't even want to build the table, but you want Tyler Perry money. But you don't want to build the table. So your table is your platform. Your platform is this showing up. God is my witness. Y'all going to turn around one day and the people that were following me will say, we knew that she was going to make it. Because I've made great success, but I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Not because I'm special or I have some special gift that no one else can have, but because I choose to hone it. And nothing will make me quit. And whenever I have an obstacle, I go back to the grid and say, God, what needs to change in me? What do I need to fix? How do I need to make this better? How do I humble myself? How do I get in alignment? What do I do? I always ask myself, what can I do? What can I do? Because I know after I've done all that I can, that's when the miracles start raining in. I know after I've done all that I can, right when I want to get too tired and the heat been beaming, that's when the seeds are going to sprout and I'm going to reap what I sow. This isn't magic. This isn't luck. This is intentional behavior. This is living on purpose, in purpose, and not surrendering. There's no way you can't win if you don't quit. There's no way you can't. Even if you're doing it wrong, you will go so fucking far the wrong way to hit your head and to knock some sense in your ass for you to figure out what you should be doing right. And guess what? The rebound game don't take as long. If you could have been doing it wrong for 10 years, but when you rebound and realize what you need to do, you didn't gain so much damn wisdom from doing it wrong. It almost feels like a miracle metamorphosis on how quickly and abruptly pain can end and winning can begin. Don't quit. Don't quit, y'all. There's so much more at stake than you all just building an empire. There's so much more at stake than you just finding a way to make some money. Your babies are looking at y'all. Your babies are looking at y'all and they learning that it's another option. Are you going to show them that when it gets thick, you quit? I understand this industry can be fickle. I understand that sometimes that it just seems like it's tricks and gimmicks and it's 6 steps to 6 figures and the only emails that convert. And I understand that there's the only funnels that'll yield, 5 figures. And I'm not saying that you can't do any of those things, but you can't do them prematurely before you built the foundation. And I know that there are a lot of people that are taking your dreams and making them into get rich quick schemes, and they're not putting forth the energy and the effort and knowing who you are and what the divine vision and purpose is for your life. But I'm not that coach. I'm not that coach. I'm not that woman. I'm in position. And when you're ready, I'm here. But don't come to me if you want to take a break or you want to quit. I love y'all. I'm feeling some kind of way. It's not about her not receiving the message. It's about the fact that it's so many of y'all that saw this from the beginning. Y'all don't realize the bullshit y'all feeding yourselves. And because I know my position as a coach, I know that you being in position is what actually swifts the pendulum from the side of what the fuck is wrong with this world back to we on track. It's deeper than you all just doing a business. I need to have some time with myself. I love y'all.